Yo guys, how's it going? Tally here, and today we're going to take a look at the undisputed best deck in the whole goddamn world. That's right, we're going to take a look at Pendulum Magicians. Okay, so as we know, this channel is obsessed with Pendulum Magicians. I say this channel, I mean me entirely. I'm obsessed with Pendulum Magicians. So let's just cut the crap, let's just get into it and take a look at the best deck in the whole wide world. So, Pendulum Magicians have received some support recently, so we'll get into that. But of course, we're going to start off with three of the best cards in the deck. You know, my favourite card in the deck, Harmonizing Magician. Pendulum Summon it, get a free Magician. You've got a free level 8 or a rank 4, which is really crucial in today's meta because you can go into Abyss Dweller, or you can just set up like a whole fake ton of negates. Okay, so Harmonizing Magician's good, and it's searchable, really searchable. Then we have free Dark Worm, because you can always see this in your opening hand to be able to dump it off of things like Pendulum Call, and you want to be able to dump it with some of your spells that you've got, but it's always a good normal summon as well. So deck has a lot of special summons, but this is always a good normal summon. Okay, if you open this in Dragon Shrine, like, you've kind of got the nuts. Then from there, just to make our Magicians more accessible at any point we want, we've got free Wisdom Eye Magician. Wisdom Eye Magician, just put it in any set of skills, as long as you've got another Magician. I used to think Wisdom Eye Magician was once per turn. I don't know why I thought that, and I used to hate opening up with double Wisdom Eye, and how silly I was, right? Double Wisdom Eye is fantastic. If you open double Wisdom Eye, you pretty much win, okay? Then we have free Chronograph Sorcerer again, just to help out our Electromite plays. Get your Time Gazer, free special summon, then you can go ahead and normal summon, or you can go ahead and go into like Dark Worm, and then you just win, right? This deck just wins. Then from there we have some new cards. So we have free Servant of Endymion. This is nuts. Okay, this is what makes this deck way more competitive than it was a few months ago. This card is goddamn insane. I hate that it's a common because it really deserves better, but it's just goddamn insane, right? A lot of the cards in this deck build up spell counters, and then you can just like special summon. It has been a recent, because Konami said so ruling, that even if you ash this, as long as you have enough counters, then you can actually still continue to try again and summon itself, even if the first summon attempt got ashed. Now, doesn't really make a lot of sense considering past precedents, but because Konami said so, I'm pretty okay with that. So that's the free offs in the deck. Then we have 2 Purple Poison and 2 Black Fang. Again, just good low and high skills. There's a lot of like cards that you kind of need to out, so things like Purple Poison crashing into something, or like popping it with Electromite is really good going second. Black Fang again, it helps you recur some of your graveyard resources. And then as well, another 2 I forgot to mention is we have 2 Maggle Bobo Dragon, right? So Oath Dragon Magician, again, really key low scale, helps you recur some resources. You know, you can use like Dark Worm, you can like special something and use Harmonizing as a normal summon, and as long as you've got another Magician, your Harmonizing's in your hand pretty much for free again. So these cards, as part of like the core Pendulum Magician engine, are really key. Purple Poison doesn't come up as much as I would like it to, but it's always one of those cards I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it, because it's not exactly a brick as well, right? You always want a good low scale. And then we have 1 Jackal King. I'm not really running the Mythical Beast engine right now, I've kind of fallen out of it, but 1 Jackal King to summon off of Servant is always good, as well as you've got your big boy Endymion. As well, you have your Time Gazer Magician to summon off of Chronograph, and you have Dragon Caller Magician. This card's crazy, right? Shout out to Naz. This card actually turns any level 4 monster or lower into the Guardragon combo. Okay, that's insane. This card's searchable off Electromite, Pendulum Call, it's just fantastic, and it's a low scale, right? Again, low scales are always really good. Then for another one off, we have Master Pendulum, the Draco Slayer, to summon off of Ignister. Again, it's level 4 dragon, so you can go into your Guardragon combos. This has saved me more than once if someone's like ogred my Electromite. From there, I just go ahead, make Beat Cop, make Ignister, summon this, full combo. Okay, so that's a great recovery card, and going second, it also kind of just beats people shitting. 1 Gate 0 to get off of Dark Worm, and 1 Big Boy Endymion. In this deck, the Big Boy Endymion isn't great for a scale, but if you want to summon it for an extra negate, again, it kind of bounces itself, so it's easily recoverable. It's just great. It's just a good card, you know. Negates all round, right? This deck negates for days. And also, for our last parts of the Guardragon engine, for the main deck at least, we have the Strudo and Aether, the Evil Empowering Dragon. Right, the Strudo, you can summon it from deck, you can use it in the graveyard to then make another negate. Aether, you can summon it. I like Aether over Amorphage Goliath because it's not hard to out Goliath, especially when it has 0 stats. So this, banishing something, just pushes your opponent, forces some resources out of them. They both have their pluses, but I would rather go for a more proactive play, I would say. Okay, so there's our one-offs for some of our engine requirements. And then another engine that we run is the Zephyr engine. So one Zephyr Nui, one Ritual Beast Tamer Zephyr Wendy, and one Zephyr. Zephyr Nui searches out pretty much anything. Zephyr Wendy is a good high skill to toot it off of Zephyr if like you've opened Zephyr Nui, and it's an okay normal summon later on in the game. And Zephyr is a good high skill. Again, it gets your Zephyr Nui, so a lot of this deck becomes more searchable. And again, it's a spell counter creating machine. So one Providence gets you Oracle, which gets you Zephyr, and that's a whole load of spell counters right there. Right, that's 3 spell counters off of one card. So that's for Servant of Endymion, and that's pretty nutty. Then as well, to out Mystic Mine, you've got Dragon Pit Magician, which is just great. Okay, really underutilized card before, but now that Mine's in the format, Dragon Pit Magician is fantastic. So we use this a lot, especially in more back row heavy matchups. Then, to make sure we can get access to our Magicians, free Pendulum Call, right? Pendulum Call's absolutely nuts. This plus Dark Worm is game, like straight up there and then, just game, right? Best combo in the entire deck because it's a 2-card full combo, right? It's absolutely amazing. Pendulum Call, you cannot run less than 3 if I'm honest. Then, as part of our Zephyr package, we've got 2 Zephyr Providence, which searches out, again, pretty much our entire Zephyr engine. And then we have 2 Spell Power Mastery to search out our Servant, 2 Duelist Alliance to search out our Pendulum Call. Okay, Spell Power Mastery, I'm thinking of bumping it up to 3 because honestly it's amazing. Okay, then we have 2 Dragon Shrine, 1 Foolish Burial, pretty standard for the deck. Again, like this plus any normal summon is just straight up game, okay? This deck has so many different openers. This is probably one of the best openers that you have if you don't have Pendulum Call and Dark Worm, because again it gets that combo going, especially with the Guardragons. Dark Worm's so important to the deck, so seeing Dragon Shrine, seeing Foolish Burial in your opening hand, again you've like totally won. Then to round off the Zephyr package, we have Oracle of Zephyr and Zephyr Divine Strike. So Oracle of Zephyr just searching any Zephyr monster, and Zephyr Divine Strike being a sick counter negate. Okay, then moving on to the extra deck, we of course have the best card in the deck, Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. We should know what this card does by now, right? If you summon it going second, it bounces something in attack position, and it's like an amazing negate. Okay, so there's nothing left to say. Okay, this is best card, my favourite card in the deck, one of the best monsters that we've possibly got, Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. It's just good, right? It's just good, right? You love it. Look at it. Look at him. He's beautiful. Look at that bad boy. Actually, I've left my Ulti upstairs, but kind of gutted I'm not using it. Then for our rank 4s, we have Abyss Dweller and Dark Rebellion. Abyss Dweller wins games versus Salamangreat, versus Thunder in some matchups, versus Orchist, right? Game winner right there. And this going second, this is why the deck doesn't need Borrow Sword. Okay, some people like to run Borrow Sword, but you don't really need it. Again, Dark Rebellion's just an OTK machine. If someone's dumb enough to leave a Thunder Dragon in attack position, that's a win, okay? You hit them with like over 5k attack and then you just hit them with anything else and you win the game. So that's that there. Moving on to our Synchros, we have 1 Clearwing, 1 Ignister, 1 Borrowed Savage, and 1 Dawn Dragster. Raigeki, again, helps with the Guardragon combo, and it's like non-destruction removal, negates for days, and it's a big beefy boy. More negates. Again, it's level 7, so the Strudel makes this pretty much free. Then moving on to our Guardragon engine, we have Guardragon LP, Agar Pain, Triple Burst Dragon, and Hieratic Seal. Okay, so Darkworm makes this, Electromite and anything makes this, then you summon the Strudel, make this, get Vortex, use these two, make this, get a bounce and a banish on your opponent's turn. So the Guardragon engine's absolutely nutty. We're going to have to say goodbye to LP soon, right? LP's just too nuts. Summoning any dragon from deck, that's crazy. Okay, then for our link 2s we have Beat Cop and Electromite. Beat Cop's just there as kind of a backup, it's a safety play, but Electromite, god, this card's busted. Okay, so we all know what it does. It tutors any Pendulum to your extra deck, pop something to grab something from your extra deck. If a Pendulum's popped, then you draw one. It's amazing, okay? So it's just, what can you say about Electromite, right? Fantastic card. We all know why we play Electromite. And then lastly, Guardragon. Right, sometimes this deck can't punch over things, so getting Guardragon to get rid of them, or steal them more appropriately, is like way easier. Again, it's a dragon, so you get off the Guardragons. How insane is that? Right, Guardragons are busted. So yeah, Guardragon, again, if you can't punch over something, if Ignister can't get rid of something, load it, steal it, attack them with their own thing. Works really well on like Thunder Dragons when you're trying to dismantle that board. So yeah, Guardragon, again, it's kind of your safety play. You can beat over a lot of things, but if you can't happen to beat over something, you can always just take it and say, Giza. So that's the main and the extra deck. Side deck's really kind of format appropriate. A couple of things you always want to consider: free Twin Twister or Evenly. I'm currently feeling Twin Twister, but Evenly's always good. Free Denko for your back row decks, and then again things like Red Reboot, because this deck doesn't do too well against back row decks. Red Reboots are upstairs. Maybe Kaijus, depending on the format. Kaijus can help out against like Salamangreats, against Orcust, can shut off some of their negates. So yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, so that's the deck profile, guys. Pendulum Magicians, what we'll do is we'll follow up with a couple in-depth combos later on, because this deck is goddamn ridiculous, okay? Putting out 4, 5, 6 interruptions. Like, if your opponent draws 6 cards, you have an out for every card they have. There's nothing they can do about it, okay? So if you're starting out with your 6 interruptions, like, you just win. Your opponent cannot possibly play through it. So we'll follow up with a combo video. But that's it for the deck profile, guys. As always, if you liked it, give it a like. If you loved it, give it a share and tell everyone that you know about Team Tally. Join Team Tally today and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell if you want to. Oh god, that feels dirty. You know, I'm not going to say that in future. I might say it. I'm going to say it. I'm a horrible shell. And then if you like, no, we've done that. Okay, so to round off, you've been fantastic. I've been Tally. I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.